Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have another one here. Let's see what we got today. Let's do one-handed. Let's see. First time they sent a guitar without the box. Anything in the pockets? Nope, nothing. The interior is really nice. Nice plush, real thick. But yeah, let's pull this thing up. Look at this beauty. I was kind of hoping it would come with the pick guard off, because I'm not a fan of this pick guard. It actually looks pretty high. Yeah, action's pretty high. I have to lower that. I'll check it out. It is a 50s tribute. This is as basic as a Gibson can get. And 490, it has the 490 and 498. But what really drew me to this guitar though was the finish. I've played a bunch of these in stores and I've always been just... I always admired that they do metallic finishes without that sparkly stuff. I don't know how they do it. Would be cool to find out. But what I want to do is I want to put black hardware on everything. Black knobs. Black bridge posts. Just do it up all black. I'll check out the back. Like I said, it's as basic as it gets for a guitar. It's all black. Black back. Basic tuners. Let's check out the frets. Oh, this one's poking out. But yeah, only the first one really. Just that one. The other one's pretty good, yeah. And there's one down here. This one. What is that? 15 fret. And then the first one up here. That's the only bad ones. That looks good. And that looks good right here. Tuners look good. This thing is really light. For a Gibson, it's really light. Let's see. see what else. And of course, jack is always perfect on Gibsons, most of the time. So see, this one has all white pearl inlays, which is cool. But I want to see what these pickups get though. And I'm gonna have to lower the action. Looks just a little too high. Yeah, so I'm lowering the action, and it just seems that somebody raised the E, the low E, because it's way higher than the other side. But I wonder if they raised it because there was a buzz or what. I don't know. I'm gonna find out though. Once I lower it as far as it can go. So I just lowered the action. This is way too high. That's where it's at now. You probably see how it was compared to before. And it's a lot better. Everything's a lot more flush. And I think this post though, I think this is too high also. Whoever set this up just did not care. High everything, high post, high action, high bridge. Alright, gotta check now I have to check the intonation to see, well, since I lowered everything, I have to see where it's at now. And I kind of want to lower this bridge post also, but this is just gonna add to the stress of the strings. So depending on how high or low this is, it's going to add to the tension. So the lower it is, the higher the tension. The higher it is, the less tension. But yeah, let me go ahead and set up this intonation. See that. So the guitar, I was just trying it out, and I set up the intonation. I plugged it in, and it sounded really weak. So it sounded really thin. So I started looking into it, and it turns out that this guitar, this one is set up for 9-gauge strings. So the nut is cut to be exactly 9-gauge, which is weird for a Gibson. They usually come with 10s. So, and I'm used to a Les Paul scale. I'm used to a Les Paul scale having 10s. So I was wondering why it felt so flimsy. And I have these laying around. Some 10s, and I'm thinking about putting them on here, but the nut is cut for 9s, 9 through, what is that, 942, something like that, 9 through 42 or 40, and these are 10 through 46. So once I start getting into these higher ones or the middle ones, it's not gonna sit right, and I don't want to cut this nut to fit the 10s, because I don't know if I'm keeping this guitar. So far, it looks awesome. Don't get me wrong, it looks legit. But I'm gonna take off this pick guard real quick. I mean, it's the guitar is the neck feels great. The only issue is the nut and the strings. Not a big fan of I'm just not a big fan of Les Pauls having 9-gauge strings. What I usually do is let's say I have a set of 9-gauge. What I usually do is I move all the strings down, starting from the 3rd, so I can have 2 G's the same. But it's just really weird. I like how easy it is to play, but it just does not feel right. And of course, it's all personal preference. I mean, if you like it, then by all means enjoy the shit out of it. No pick guard, just everything. I'm gonna take this off also. Take off the poker chip. Poker chip. No thank you, poker chip. Gonna raise the pickups because that might have a little something to do with why it sounds the way it sounds. Sounds just a little bit too chimey in spots. Alright, well, hopefully the audio is not too terrible since I just recorded it direct off the camera. Didn't really do much interface recording, but I still want to put 10s on it just to give it a tiny little bit more girth. I might wait until I order the black parts right here. I'm gonna order black everything, so black rings. I'm gonna order black rings, black bridge, black posts. Might get rid of these also. These are really nice though, so I don't know. These knobs are really nice. But so far it's good. Like I said, it feels a lot like a Epiphone, like a what do you want to say? Feels like Epiphone standard. That's what it feels like, which is actually pretty awesome for performing. Cause I had a what was it? Was it a standard? I forget. It was a Les Paul, and it weighed about 11 pounds. So imagine practicing for 2 hours with 11 pounds over your shoulder. Nah, that's too much. So yeah, I like this lightweight thing. So yeah, whether I keep it or not, it's still up in the air, but I'm just gonna see what happens for now.